doing it with the Nubian leaf there, and of course the son of the soil. Nubian leaf people, so many people think that this guy doesn't have a blood of northern Uganda, and this guy is a typical northerner. Yeah, that is Nubian leaf for you there. A beautiful job right there. We had a song come over that came in from the guy himself. His Excellency, the President, the Presidential Advisor on Creative, and at the same time, His Excellency, the President of Federation, that is Eddie Kenzo himself, came in with the game over. This guy started singing way back and away. By the way, I've been looking for a song from Engineer Jane, one beautiful lady from Lira. Zamba Zeni Lira. These are the ladies that rose the flag.
What's her name?
Engineer Jane. Yeah, Engineer Jane. This is the lady who sang this song here, the Casanova. Casanova, Mr. Casanova. You see, sometimes when I tell you, you stop arguing with such.
Maybe I had, but I don't know that it's hers. You understand?
Casanova, Mr. You see that song?
You're the kind of people when they are trying to
do what?
Ikaki video library, ikale movie. Now you just stay. Those are the kind of people you
see. Sometimes when it comes to Thursday like this, it reminds me of a lot of things. You understand? Because people started singing way back. You see, music itself in Uganda, like in northern Uganda, it got fire in around 2006, when LRA was still, taking over, and the president of Uganda was looking for ways of
to maneuver.
To maneuver around so that these people here they can live. Then finally they left and they gave them another name, Tong Tong.
Tong Tong.
The other side of
what does Tong Tong mean?
Tong Tong is in Dinka language. That is Adui.
Tong Tong seems familiar to me.
In Sudan, they used to call them Tong Tong when they went to Central Africa. When the leader of LRA, the rebel leader, Mr. Konyi Joseph, when he left Uganda, he ran straight.
But where is Konyi? Where is your brother Konyi?
No, our brother.
No, your brother Konyi.
Our brother is from northern. Our brother Konyi. You see, there was a story that I heard about this man. That he said for him, he wants to kill the whole sack, like a 12 sack. Was it 12 sack?
Of what?
You see Simsim. Do you know? Will you know the number of Simsim? Like if you are asked to count in a bag.
The amount of
Simsim in a sack. If you are asked to count one.
You can count if
one like this. When will you finish?
There's a gun on your head like
but
this.
But when will you finish? So that man, there was a story said by one guy that the guy said he wants to kill the number of people should be compared to that. No, so now me think about Kidi Simsim Gutia Mudiniri. Like imagine like Simsim Bawela Lodi. Then it equal in terms of human being. So my brother, wherever you are, R.I.P. Rest in peace.
I know he's not dead.
I know, but I'm just giving him in advance because he has tried enough.
Your brother Konyi?
No, our brother from northern Uganda.
No, you're denying your brother. Why are you denying your brother?
So big up for the guys like talking about late Biniman. Biniman, may your soul rest in peace. You made it so great in the music industry of northern Uganda. Yeah, the late Rasta Cobra Gulu. I am telling you guys, may your soul rest in peace. Late Jack P. Late Dr. Blue. May your old soul rest in peace. And not forgetting Jimmy Johnson, the first artist who started singing in Lira, and right now he's in Canada. The guy is, the music.
So his music career now died. Now he's now enjoying money.
No, he made money out of the music. Now he's enjoying money in Canada. So you can imagine you coming from northern Uganda.
You guys should give us connections. Guys should give us connections. We are your sisters.
So Jimmy Johnson, wherever you are in Canada, the lady herself wants to go to Canada. She's one serious hype. She's one serious, one of the biggest, one of the biggest female presenter and an MC at the same time that Northern Uganda has ever produced.
Good morning, sir.
Good evening. But anyway, you see, for us, we make sure that we give you the maximum entertainment while seated in your living room. And I'm not forgetting about that. So many stories we're going to be giving you today. And on the top of the story today, we're going to be tackling this. Today, this is the topic of discussion that I'm going to put it openly, giving you the hint. And if you're out there, you also want to be part of this, your YouTube channel when you're watching us on YouTube, or even on your television, you can text us. You can send us a text message. And of course, through our socials, then we can get to give you, maybe to read and talk about that. Today, we want to give you that platform. If you can, do it. The topic of discussion today, why is it that most especially when it comes to urban area, the artists that dominate the urban areas come from the rural area? So I'm going to give you that. Yeah? So we're going to be giving you that. And before that, also, we're going to be, chipping into so many stories, talking legendary. The lady herself, have you ever been in a situation where, back those days, my grandfather told me, I was not there. My grandfather told me there was a time, back then we only used to have, there used to be Nairobi, some radio in Nairobi where it connects up to Uganda and then Uganda radio. By then, we never had any other media, apart from this, Uganda radio. Apart from that, and some radio from, I've slightly forgotten about the name, some radio that, could cross up to here from Kenya. So my grandfather told me, he was listening, the father was listening to the radio, in the garden. So now for him, when they sent him to go and pick something, I don't know whether home, I've forgotten, I think home. So this man ran home. For him, he wanted to go very fast and come back and listen to the program. So now this is the nigga who ran home. He went and picked, yes, I remember, he was sent to go and get some drinking water in a jerrycan because my great-grandfather was in the farm digging, and my great-grandmother. So now, this is the guy, let me call him a guy, My grandfather, may your soul also rest in eternal peace, because you gave birth to one of the biggest nigger, the only guy that speaks in capital letter, who does everything in capital. I believe that maybe during your days, you used to do also things in capital. That's why I copied. So, my goddess, this is a guy who came back very fast because he never wanted to miss that program. Even sending him home, he could not say no because Jitako. I really love her. That guy did that nigga ran and he came back. So now he picked they asked him to go and place the radio somewhere. He was listening to the radio. For him, he sat next to the radio. He wanted to see that person talking inside that radio. This is what the man wanted to do. So now he failed. When they went back home, the dad went and went to the stream to go and bathe. Back then people bathe in the stream. In the river. So the dad went to bathe. So for him, he tuned on the radio again. So now he decided to dismantle this radio.
To check who was inside.
Check the person inside the radio. So you can imagine that type of life. He wanted to see the person inside the radio. So he had to open the radio. Have you ever passed through that situation? Like that life? For us, but timely, we slightly, even the story, we had the story. But for you never had the story. So this man was beaten. So in opening that radio, he only found wires. Just wire kende. So he started. Now where am I going to begin from here? Because he used the knife
to dismantle the
radio. And then at the screws, which were screwed, now the thread got broken. is now figuring how to fix the radio back.
The wires inside.
The wires inside. And this man is already on his way coming back. The mother was already welcoming. You know, see women, those days, you know, a man, before even a man reaches the compound, the woman will kneel down here. That, you're welcome. I ready for him, this is safely. So, my grandfather, he went and hit the radio. The father came and asked him that, where is the radio? He said he forgot. He has forgotten where he kept the radio. Kumbe the man was looking.
He threw it away, he dismantled it, he was trying to
fix
it.
So he hid it somewhere. So now, the first day, the radio is not there. The second day, the radio is not there. The third day, the radio is not there. This is why I call this one. You come here. Kiboko started. So when they started flogging him, that's when that secret came out that, you know, I was fearing. I wanted to know who
is talking inside the radio, who is singing.
That way is the radio. He went and brought the radio. When the radio was open. But still works. Because the wires were not disconnected. So you can imagine those days life was so nice. Though it was full of being, you know, naive. But it was very nice. But people, they could cane you.
You forget.
You forget. You learn immediately. Now, caning you again, you will not even touch that thing. And if you're told never to touch that thing.
But in this current generation,
you
go and do it again. You go.
So in Iran, this is 21st
century.
That they live everybody.
Do I look young to you?
So ladies and gentlemen, remember you're catching us. It's just been a very wonderful beginning. Me, Eyesight, the only guy that does everything in capital. Not forgetting the lady herself, my goddess, the female, should I say microphone monster. Let's go for the music break, and when we bounce back, we're gonna be digesting this thing one by one. But keep it locked on West Night Television. Start times the channel 477, Chuku Satellite channel 0073, Azam TV channel 369, Saj MC, my God, General Mega D, and of course Busherman, and I see the guy himself, Bobby, and many more in that featured in that very particular song. Welcoming you once again from that musical break. I remain the only guy that does everything in capital, the my goddess. You know, by the way, today you're looking.
Why?
Don't worry, you'll be fine.
No, explain yourself.
Actually, I think the producer would have explained better, because you see,
just don't continue, just stop there. Alright, of course, we're welcoming you back from the second edition of the show, and of course, my name still remains MC Mel, the Mic Goddess, and with the only small guy. By the way, I've been meaning to ask you some question. Last time I asked you, are you in a relationship? You said no. But I've been getting you in corridors doing your own things.
So you're asking me again?
I'm asking you again. Are you in a relationship?
Actually, I can tell you that I'm in the process. I'm in friendship. No, the truth is that I'm in friendship.
By the way, there's no friendship with men.
No, I'm in a friendship that anytime can...
Just say you're in a situationship for now.
A situationship?
Yes, a situationship.
I think that is the better word.
But you're in a relationship. You're in a relationship.
So the Saj himself, I think I am smelling something. Yeah, I'm smelling something on the wave. Yeah, I'm smelling something.
I have a pigeon for you.
Pigeon, eh?
Yeah, pigeon.
Only one.
At this age, you should get married now.
Only one. No, marriage is not an achievement. You said it last time.
Yeah, it's not. But for men, it's an achievement. But for women, it's not an achievement.
So
now, let me ask you, if you are in a relationship with someone that you love so much, and you find someone better than her, will you leave her?
Better than her?
Yes.
That I don't love?
Yes. Like you have someone you love, you're in a relationship with, but you are in another situationship, but you find her better than your woman. Will you leave her?
For my woman?
Yes.
Will I leave my woman for her?
Yes.
It depends. Now the thing is, you see, if the love is kwara kwara.
No, No.
You can move.
You cannot stay with someone for long when the love is kwara.
No, this is not. This is just something that is, germinating. You understand? So anything can happen. Maybe in the process of germination, and something also germinates the other side.
Men. Men. You see the people you're settling for.
No, actually,
By the way, I'm being honest.
No, actually, apparently, leini maku batale diambamba. Inachara. So the seed, afa seed changa seed yako inachara. Yeah, let me say the seed is growing.
By the way, if someone wants to change for you, they will change for you. If someone does not want to change for you, they won't change for you. You see the nature of men, like your gender.
Not my gender, our gender.
I'm not a man.
No, our gender. The 21st.
That is your gender, not my gender. I'm a woman, you're a man. You're too defensive to men. Yes, men are doing.
See, men are always right. Men will never. A man will never be wrong.
You say?
A man will never be wrong.
Like
men are always right. When a man tells you go and cook, he's right. Because that is his right.
This topic is going to be prolonged. But for
Don't
now,
worry.
let's cut it short.
We cut it short.
I'll give you win today. So
It's activity, as usual. Me, I'm always a winner. You see, being a capital guy, you always have to be a winner. No, I got a many guy.
But now, for today, just let me give you win. Just like that.
You have given me the win?
But you cannot take win easily like that.
All
But
right.
it's okay.
Thank you so much for giving me the win, Mike Goddess. And remember, it's a Throwback Thursday, where we always remind you about what happened, what is circulating in the music industry. And I believe that Mike Goddess also will be having one or two things to put in the plate before we get to the weekly roundup. That is tomorrow, the last edition of this very particular month. And tomorrow is fast, yeah? Today is the last edition of this very particular month.
Tomorrow is Friday.
Yeah, and tomorrow is Friday, and it's going to be 1st May.
On a Friday, on a weekend.
On a weekend.
A fresh month, a fresh week, a fresh start. Oh.
With a lot of events over the weekend. We have Maddox tomorrow. We have Spice Diana also coming. Then not forgetting, Karombo Experience, where we meet. We'll be also, we'll be also showcasing. The first launch will be on 23rd May. That is a Karombo Experience, where you're gonna be experiencing, how to play, the adungu. You get time to watch somebody play that thing on the stage. Pin machala undara ki, adungu ki set pandari nwangat kitundara kenik. Ninyuto generally kita majibe go kupinye nigi. So the nguli bit of it, traditional, this other traditional alcohol of ours, the nguli. We shall be having that nguli, the kwete, the thought of nguli. You're gonna test it there. So if you have never come across that, or if you have never tasted, but you are not willing, but you're a drunko, you'll go and experience that.
How does alcohol taste like?
Nguli, the smell only. I've never tested it.
But how do you know?
A lot of events coming in, and of course over the weekend, and we have a couple of events. Then also the other way around, on 9th, we shall be having Omega 256 also popping the other side of Parombo. A lot. It's plotting. Yeah? A lot of gigs, yeah. But I've never been for that turn up Tuesday. I think next week I should let me fast
And I've suffered.
Yeah, because by the women sometimes you want to be big. And when it reaches our turn,
there's no difference between women and babies.
You want to be babysitter?
Yes, we want to be babied. So if you cannot baby us, then
oh, baby this, baby that, baby this, baby that. Nice one. But of course, remember I did tell you that we're going to be talking about, why is it that the question that I posed on the lady, and I believe that this is the time for us to analyze and digest it right here on your number one mic television, that is the Western Television. And we always make sure that we ring the bell. Just as the lady said, my goddess, we ring the bell even if the bell is not in the studio with us. As long as you hear the sound of, as long as you hear anything to do with the gling, whether it being using your mouth or what, so you have to repeat it where you are seated. You understand? Why? Why is it that most of the artists that dominate the urban area come from the rural area? And why I'm saying this, and I'm gonna give you the example of the artists that I'm talking about. I'm going to give you the example of artists within the whole of northern Uganda. I'll be giving, at least in Lira, I will give you the one in Gulu. I'll give you the one in Gulu. Let me talk about the big town. Yeah, let's talk about Gulu, Lira City, then Ajumani, then Aruba City, and Greater Alur. You understand? I'm gonna give you all these artists. At least each place that I've mentioned, I'll give you an artist, and you'll tell me whether that person is not making airwaves or Saj is lying. Why is it that artists, most of the trending artists, comes from, you know, rural area? They come to maneuver, and the urban guys, it's very rare to find guys who are in the city settlement. Should I call it city settlement or city square? You find it's very hard for them to penetrate their own city. You see, their own city is very hard. Then there are some born by mistake who do not know where they belong. They also come in the city and they make the airwaves.
Now you see, the thing is, most of these artists who settle within the town areas, they feel as if they know everything. Like they know the streets, they know everything in the streets. They have been in the streets for long. They feel like everyone knows them. When they do something, they blow up very fast. You understand? That familiarity. So they end up really, the music ends up being in certain places, certain areas, but not where it is supposed to be. Let me give you an example of El Peshadi. El Peshadi's music is basically for kids. Part of his music is for kids. You understand? Not all, but I feel kids enjoy his music.
Kids or the young generation?
The young generation.
There's a difference between kids and young generation. When you talk about kids, these are from 5 years. Let me talk about 10 years. From 10 years, these are kids. Then from 11 years towards, these are the young generation. From 11 to 20. To 20, even 30.
Let me be honest with you, Have you seen between the kids, let me say the kids, what I mean the kids, the younger kids, and maybe youths, not really youths, let me say, have you ever seen the elders, the corporate crowd enjoying El Peshadi's music?
Music, man, on go stage, man,
Alumio balube karakacha. 1 + 1 = 2.
Bifu mini le ba El Peshadi very boro.
This is
Karakacha.
You asked me.
No, we are singing. This is not. I am not trying to say something. So bifu mini le ba.
Okay, I'm not like El Peshadi is a very good artist. He's a very good artist. I think maybe he just knows his audience. Maybe the kind of music he sings, he particularly knows his audience. You understand? So, which is the young kids, because I feel it is the kids who are enjoying El Peshadi's music. Me, I enjoy his music.
Because you're also a kid.
I'm not a kid. I enjoy his music.
You are in that generation.
But I just feel his target of audience is the kids.
It's the kids.
Yes.
Now there's a song he did with the Perico. There's a song he did with the Perico. Perico happens to be his knee, something like that. You know, they are related a bit, kinda, with the Perico. After, when he came out from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 number, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 number, do you know that number?
Perico mondo adrakibo Perico.
So, when you ask me about El Peshadi, you are in the verge of saying something.
Excuse me. El Peshadi, I was just giving an example with El Peshadi. You understand? So if you can see, I'm just giving an example with the type of music and the audience that he has. LP study is centered in town, like in the city.
And he's one of the born by mistake that I've been talking about. Because you do not know whether he's a Lugbara, he's a Kongoli.
You can never know. LP study mafang bariniku, ma tribe barimichi.
That is the only born by mistake that I was talking about. Because you will not know whether he's a Lugbara, he's a Kappa, he speaks fluent Lugbara, he speaks Lingati, he speaks clear Kiswahili. When you take him to Lingala, he's there. Aluru, but there is also there. So it's very hard to understand El Pishadi. But El Pishadi, really, my brother, you know, you're my buddy. Who? But that dog and me, I took it away from you when Monopoly punched you and you did not reply the punch. That King Kong dog and there for me. So generally, this guy, when you talk about this guy's music, El Pishadi music, when it comes to music that penetrated the airwave, it was El Pishadi, the founder of the music. You understand? When he started with the Nakatiftif, with those of Vegas, Nakatiftif, Alumio Balube, the Karakata, then he has a lot of hits. You understand? So he gave, the platform. He gave, let me say, the storyline to most of these artists. Giving them the storyline, he gave them the platform. Then they started coming up, singing something like, dance or song. He's one of a guy. He's a rapper, but he raps in a dance way. And when you listen to this guy's song, that's perfect. This girl I want you want, eh? No, Alomia Balove is another one. This girl me what you want, eh? Kununia wango moti mrekucha. Chefeke.
What does chefeke mean?
Is his own word? Me, I don't know. So you see, he brought the limelight, of dancehall music. So he created a lot of guys. You see. And then from there, we had the guys like who, before that, we had the guys of King Wither, Mumbagalu Donia. If a manazini for there's a number.
There's this song here.
Mini nyazo dori. Chicken alwani. If you like at the Obuani, that the very Girimani Nyazori. Ekavenite, Davini Girkomina Rezo. Mini vini nyazuri, so no, actually, you see, when he sang that song, I think it gave a blue light to Fat A. Fat A, now, if this guy can sing that song, I don't know who did it first, but I need to go and do the research. Like Girimani Nyazu, Mini Nyazu Dori. A chicken alwani ku. Then this one here, Fat A came with Amasele mi berere, ile baka sema badusi. Me myself, when I heard those songs, I thought these guys were trying to dish themselves. Music dish. And for me, it had worked out for me. Then JM Kennedy came with this one here. No, Ale Yellow Ko was recent.
Ale Yellow Ko.
It's a recent song.
It is political oriented.
It was a political oriented song. No, it came with another song, Look Barala and Mingwaya. I think that was the regime of the song. Look Barala, Maselemi Berere, yo amana azumi bere ichiki, azi amani ngami bere ichikire walwani ku.
Then Monopoly also came with it.
No, Monopoly is the yesterday guy. When you're talking about those of King Wither, you're talking about El Pishadi, you're talking about Andrew Frank. When you're talking about Andrew Frank, you're talking about Madioma Boys, the Dr. Blues, JM Kennedy, the D1 Gabbana. You don't bring in Monopoly.
To cut you short, let me ask you one question. Among these guys, among Monopoly and the King Withers will always remain the legends. I understand.
That name.
Listen to me, listen. But now, right now, if you bring between Monopoly and the King Withers, maybe not King Wither on stage, who do you think will have the biggest hype on stage?
The biggest hype on the stage?
Yes.
Monopoly will take it for now. You understand?
So,
But
do you choose between fame and money? Which one do you choose? Between fame and money, which one do you choose?
Fame and money.
Where do you go? Where do you fall?
I go for fame because fame brings in the money. And fame, let me say
You're wrong, my brother.
Fame.
No.
Fame. By the way, fame. If you know how to control your fame.
Does fame put food on your table?
I am telling you, you are always listen. It's the fame that is putting you all over in the gigs. You're doing that because you're famous, and it's putting in one way or the other. It's putting food on your table. You understand? Let me tell you something. The money that you're getting, it's out of the fame. Let me first ask you, the first time me and you met on the street when I was doing street talk. So you remember that those days, and it still run as the opener of street talk up to date. You remember those days? Were you famous?
No, I was not.
Was I famous?
Yes, you were.
So now, were you all over? You know, like the posters all over?
Did the no? Let me answer you.
Were you?
Okay.
So now it's the fame that is bringing the food on your table right now. It's the fame that, listen, it's the fame that you built that is making someone talk about melon.
Fame does not put food on your table. I'll be realistic with you. Fame does not put money on your table. Let me give you an example. If they call you to work outside on a stage, they are paying other people 1 million and they're not paying you. You just went there because you want to appear. The next day, listen to me. Listen to me. If they call you, Saj, come and work at Fali Ipupa's event, simply because you want fame, you want to be seen, and yet other people are working for money.
But now why would you call me if you know that?
No, you're talking about your sasidia or ele fame ni ile sente ko.
Ale yo suku.
Miringa yo matia. Iyo sasidia ele fame before money. You're putting fame before money.
Let me tell you something.
But I will tell you. My
goodness, I gave you the reason why I said so. So you as a promoter or an event organizer, you cannot pick up, you don't know to pick your call and call me that side you come and work and you don't pay me. That is arrogant.
You gave an example. I'm just trying to refer to what you said.
Why you're being called?
Sasidia, if you're on air right now, someone might pick interest in you simply because you want fame. They used you. Other people get money. You understand? So if you choose fame over money, fame does not put food on your table.
So choose money. Money brings fame.
Money brings fame. You can first invest in yourself using that money. Mira, you invest in yourself.
Why would you invest in yourself?
You invest in yourself because you're looking for the fame.
So first look for the money. More money.
First look for the money. Money brings more money.
Melon.
Fame brings money, but after money, you understand? I'm telling you the truth.
There's no way you can tell me.
With me. You're not
There's no way you're going to tell me fame doesn't bring money in your table. There's no way you're going to do that. And I'll be there. For this one here, even up to tomorrow, the weekly roundup, we find us here.
You can be famous and broke. And the fame you have cannot bring for you money. Mira.
It's because,
let me give example. Most of our West Nile artists or entertainers are broke. They choose fame over money.
Let me give you a reason.
Over money. At the end of the day, they say, they used me. But you have put yourself out there before money.
Please, guys, before
you put yourself out there. You see the reason as to why our guys rush for stages, like big stages. Simply because they want fame. At the end of the day, you start blaming promoters of Fekimi Senteku, but you have put yourself out there asking for fame, not money.
Okay.
You understand?
Let me give you now. Let me tell you why the celebrity, the socialite, the artists of Aurora, why they are broke. They are not poor.
They're not poor, but
they are broke. Let me give you the reason as why. They don't know how to control their fame. You understand? Let me tell you something. You are an artist. Like, let me give for example, Gushain now. Gushain is the talk of the town. Urban Sultan is the talk of the town. These are the new breed. Yeah? These are the new breed that, when they come like this, they come with full gas. We are talking about Andona 256. You understand? These are the recent guys. from TikToking to an artist. These are the guys that I'm giving you an example. So now, Gushain is the talk of the town. Urban Sultan is the talk of the town. They are really famous. You understand? They are really getting the fame. But if they don't control their fame properly, they will end up being from broke to poor. And the fame won't put anything on their table. That is when they don't control it. The controlling that I'm talking about here. Somebody calls you on a phone. You are a big brand now, like Urban Sultan. When it's the other song of his, Mayo, is a big jam. Even in the club, when you play that song in the club, women jumps.
Now.
So now, if they don't control that fame, that's when the fame will not be.
So let me ask you, before, let me ask you. I'm asking you, don't take it personal.
I am going to take it personal.
No, don't take it personal.
I am going to take it personal.
You, since I said our West Nile entertainers are broke, they are not poor, but they are broke simply because they choose to put fame in front before money. And now I'm asking you, you choose fame before money, right? Now you are controlling your fame, right? Do you have the money?
Money.
Do you have the money you're controlling the fame with? Do you have it?
Me personally?
Yes, do you have it?
Me, I have my money.
Let's go for a short commercial break. When we bounce back, we're going to be giving you the best of the gossip that you are going to be getting to. But before we go, Saj, you should answer me in a proper way.
Let me order nangu teka kia anyanga nyega nya ateka nyayo fia abeda what you no fear lembo boy shisha mweshma
Kampala City EA Bamutia Zika
Bara flow sakwaji
Malunga Tikibwa
Black Beast Mbakwari
Put your hands up
Uki hustle na bidii right
We gonna do
Master Fathers in the West
We make it
Nile
hard
boy it is me boy you were wanting me
I like your hips and I think I'm not it I
Chol para minenwe Eromo kudata Adiendengo
From Tonics and Omrangira Suna. And before that, we had a song that came in from the guy himself, the late Radio Mose. Have you forgotten? Radio Mose and Caesar Man. Them. And of course, forgotten. That brings us to the top of the hour. Of course, at 20 minutes into the top of the hour. That is at 7 p.m. That's when we shall be having the Nilecast that will be coming on your way. But before that, the lady asked me a question. You know, I'm a capital guy. I don't beat around the bush. I make sure that I hit the nail. No, Agatha Belema, second name. No, Agatha in the real sense. Agatha, PM is my second name.
Because they should name you Agatha Saj.
Not Agatha Saj.
The
winner. Because for me...
Miru Saj, Miru Azirade.
Azirade, fine. But of course, I remember telling you that why I also posed the question on her. You know, this is how we do our things. We rub shoulders. We make sure that we throw question on ourselves and see how we can, defend ourselves. I remember throwing a question that why is it that only the urban area, the artists that dominate the urban areas, they come from the rural area? Maybe the guys within the center town, like a city square or town, they always give the gap to the guys who come out from like a rural city. Giving an example, Monopoly comes from Maracha. We have Urban Sultan that come from Maracha. This one I can't give you that. We have Andona 256 that comes from Vura. You understand? Then the Aivu artist. I think when you talk about guys from Aivu, is Jem Kennedy from Aivu?
Jem Kennedy
is a Terejan. Jem Kennedy is a Terejan from Teregu. And King Wither, I think the real Aivu should be Fat A. You know? That's what I think. But of course, this is for Arua. Then look at Nebi. You have the guys like Asolifa that comes from
I thought Asolifa is Analur.
He's Analur, but he doesn't come from Nebi. Yes.
Pakwach.
Not Pakwach. Elton come from Pakwach. Elton
Loverboy
Loverboy come from Pakwach. Then Lucky D comes from Pachaka. And
Hey, I got Lucky D comes from Nebi.
so you see, so even Bushi the King comes away from the town. You understand? Elton Loverboy comes from from Pakwach. Then Asolifa comes from this place. Where next to Reno Campo. You know, when you leave Pakwach and you come to it's like you've forgotten about that place. So that's where Lucky D comes from. You get. So these are the guys who are dominating the town of Navy. So when you talk about Navy artists, they will always call the Elton Loverboy, they will call the Lucky D, the Bushi the King, the Asolifa, not knowing where they come from. So these people, they came from that remote area to come and dominate the town.
But they settled in the town.
They settled in the town. But their original, where they are clan, they come from that
Originality.
place. The originality, where they come from. You see? They come from that. Now look at Side. Side came from where? Zumbu. Border in Congo, coming to here. To back in the city. So now, giving you that, we have guys like Lucky Boss Miko team come from Kitgum. Yeah? Yes. Lucky Boss Miko team come from Kitgum. And they are the founder of the music. In Gulu City. Lucky Boss Miko team come from that. And then also this guy Kasid Puma, you know, Kasid Puma, the Jelly. These are the people.
But at the moment, Lucky D, not Lucky D, but Boss Miko team is not doing good musically.
No, politically is trending badly.
He's trending, but do you think he'll survive?
Politics.
Yes.
No, he failed as the NRM flag
I
bearer.
saw last week he posted a pic on TikTok with some lady, my woman.
No,
I had a screenshot. I don't know why it is, but
Bosmic is attention seeker. Bosmic generally is attention
seeker.
Attention seeker. You see, all the politicians in Gulu, northern Uganda, there's no any politician that I've known in northern Uganda that Bosmic did not say any negative things about. Bosmic, for him, I think it's fair. There's money. Like he said, go ango kama sende benen. So
I hear them call me money.
I think that one there, Bosmic has taken that
personal.
that I've taken it so personal. So Bosmic for him is an attention seeker. That's what I can tell you about Bosmic. So I've given you that. Then born by mistake, El Pishadi. You understand? El Pishadi, we don't know whether he's a Nubian, we don't know whether he's a Terejan, we don't know whether he's a Analinga, or Congolese, a Muswahili. We don't know whether he's an Aluru, a Lingala man. I don't know.
We don't want to know, but just give us good music.
So
continue giving us.
So that thing we have. That's the only research that I've done about this. That's why today I said, my goddess, we really need to digest this and talk about this, right? So what now? What do we need from these people, regardless of tribalism? You understand? I understand that where Arua is a cosmopolitan town city, where we have a lot of languages, more than 7 languages. We have here in Arua, different people with more than that languages.
Yes.
They're here. So now, what general do we need in the city settlement? Music.
First of all, these guys need tichita. Tichita imechikiti. Because
not like this tichita where a man and a woman. No, it's okay. Don't take it personal. Tichita.
First things first, tichita is very important.
True.
You see, most of these artists, when they go somewhere else, few of them get connections and they are recommended by the fellow artists.
True.
You understand?
True.
So if you have gone somewhere and they ask you, apart from you, who do you think is the best in your region, ABCD?
They should stop this thing, the issue of saying that apart from me, it's me.
Apart from me, it's me. That's your zini. You don't want someone to overtake. Okay, overtaking is allowed, but at least refer someone. We know you're good. They already know that you're good, but consistency makes you better, much more better. You understand? So ikuki asionzidza tichita. Refer people like
that you can try this person.
If they call you like
and you are booked.
If they call you monopoly artist, apart from you, is doing good in your region, that refer the wine, refer
Andona, the Editopsis,
refer Editopsis, refer
the Lucky Days. You even cross the borders. You understand?
So why is it so hard for you to do that? Nakati what is it?
That's Asimaza.
Asionzi imitikiti, like you'll grow. By the way, by now the town will have grown.
Would have been very, very,
You'll
very
be having
far.
collabs with even international artists, not amongst your shops. First of all, ata collabo imiselia ki ileneko.
Lakini ku adi yani.
Ikane adi ama ambani trend mivor ni ndani.
Kemu mivo mivini gase. Ikavini miongo azini fundraiser bazi kemu mivo levini collabo yemi vini agudi levini too much. That is arrant. That is not a suit. That is a simaza. You know.
Juicy. Juicy dale.
Juicy hapa mbamba fridge mania kore.
So ikokia imichikiti, at least by now you will have grown. One of the reasons as to why us entertainers in West Nile we are not going anywhere is because in Yasionzi ileki mukeba zeniku you don't refer people asi onzi
is understatement. Chwinma chocha is understatement.
Understatement.
Asi maza.
Do you know it is worst with? Do you know what it is worst with?
Jasmine.
Let me keep quiet.
But of course, we really need to learn how to rub shoulders, refer a fellow MC to another person. And of course, we have seen so many people, you know, you're everywhere, anywhere, anyhow. And guys have started leaving the crowd. You understand? We have seen, you know, before last year, so many people were trending. But here, because you're there, you're here, you're there, you don't value. No, you know, if your demand becomes too much, hike your price. You know? You hike the price to reduce the demand. You understand? Meaning that the people who can beat up that. I love the light of Diwa and Cabana. I don't see Diwa and Cabana perform anyhow. I don't see them because when the, you know, demand, you know, scarcity cost, you know, creates demand. When you're too scarcity and the demand will come up. So when the demand comes up, that means that you're shooting more higher. So guys, let's learn how to refer and at the same time to create that scarcity, you know, so that the demand can come. Saji MC remains my name, and of course, Mike Goddess, your last word to the people before we say kwaheri for today's session right here, and we're gonna be counting down for the weekly. Today we are closing the month, then we are opening the month with the weekly roundup. That is tomorrow, Friday, 1st May. So, what is your last word to the fans out there?
I think it's I don't know how to say it, but like I told you before, the weekend starts every day on a Tuesday. It starts on a Tuesday. So for us, we are party people who are always out, like night people. Yeah, today we are partying. So if you don't know where to party, we are going for the black and white party. It is early. It is late already. So I tied my shoelaces before I came out for work. So I'll just go and wear them and swim for black and white party at Triplex. And so tell your girlfriend, Saji said, you should come with your boyfriend. We go and party.
But me bonga azini swim fair azini aliadale ini. I mean bonga azini misu ini. Inve azini ini aliadale
fikini blend.
No, anyhow is how. So see you till tomorrow, same time, same television. But of course, all roads should be heading to Triplex for the black and white party. You know, for us, we're gonna be doing that, rubbing shoulders with the, you know, the big things around that. CEO,
the things.
Let me order nangu teka kia anyanga nega nya ateka nyayo fia abeda what you know fia lembo boy shisha mweshima
Kampala City EA Bamutia Zika
Mara flow takupati
Malunga Tikiwa
Black Beast Mbakwari
Put your hands up
Ukihasa na bidii right
Because of you
Masafaras in the